Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Isn't it frustrating when you tell someone something specific, warn them about something, or even give them good news, and then they say or do something that shows that they didn't hear a word you just said? Like when your child grabs a cookie and you want to say, "What part of no that you can't have a cookie did you not understand?" Or when you warn your 2-year-old, "The stove is hot, don't touch it, it'll burn you." And the next thing you know, your precious child's sweet little hand is headed toward the pot on the stove. Or you've told him not to go in the road, and the next thing you know, he's running as fast as his little legs can carry him to get his ball that rolled into the street. When you catch him, there's going to be some discipline involved, isn't there? Each of those examples should be followed by some sort of discipline, because it's important for children to pay attention to their parents' rules and warnings. There's often not much you can do, though, when adults ignore warnings. Jeremiah found this quite frustrating. The Lord told him what to say, and it was his job as a prophet to tell the people. At one point, Jeremiah cries out in frustration, "To whom can I speak and give warning? Who will listen to me?" Their ears are closed, so they can't hear. The word of the Lord is offensive to them. They find no pleasure in it. Now, as much as we would love for our children to say, "You're right, Mama. If I eat that cookie now, I won't be hungry for dinner, so I should wait," that's not likely to happen. And a 2-year-old probably won't say, "Thank you for the warning. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll gladly stay away from the stove." And it's not likely that your small son will say, "I see the wisdom of staying out of the street, even when I don't see a car coming. I'd much rather play in the yard anyway." But you'd hope your children would have enough respect and love for you to trust that you know best and they should obey you gladly, or at the very least obey you grudgingly. But when they ignore your commands or hear you and rebelliously go ahead and disobey, then you know you've got a problem. Jeremiah was obeying God by passing on the warnings to the people, but they hadn't been listening. They had closed their hearts and their ears. They treated God's word with contempt. They needed a good dose of Psalm 119, didn't they? The psalmist certainly delighted in the Lord's word. In multiple ways, he said, "Teach me your word, O Lord. Give me understanding, and I shall keep your law. I will observe it with my whole heart." The desires of the people in Jeremiah's day had veered far from this. They needed to read Proverbs and realize the foolishness of their ways. Like Proverbs 1:7 that says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." And verse 33 that says, "Whoever listens to me will dwell in safety and will be secure without fear of evil." But these people likely had never been taught to cherish God's word. To them, it was a bunch of ancient rules that weren't relevant to their life anymore. Sounds much like our day, doesn't it? No respect for God or His word. Their ears hadn't been disciplined to listen to Him, and their hearts had grown hard against Him. This is only one example of the importance of teaching the next generation to value, treasure, and delight in God's word. It only takes one generation of neglecting to teach their children to end up like the people of Jeremiah's day, with no one to listen to the word of the Lord. Do you delight in God's word? What are you currently doing to pass on your love for God's word to the next generation?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.